Have you ever wanted a cast plane that was loaded to the brim with explosives and could take a heavy hit? Well, this is the A-1H Skyraider. The Skyraider was introduced in the update Fire and Ice as a reward for the Battle Pass Smell of Victory. The Skyraider was a variant of the other Skyraiders, being the 6th version and designated as the A-1H. It was produced by the Douglas Aircraft Company at 712 units and was a great ground attack for the United States during the Vietnam War. Now let's look a little deeper into this tank of a plane. This thing can carry a ridiculous amount of ordnance. It carries around 8,000 pounds or 3,600 kilograms of ordnance. In comparison, the B-17 can only carry up to 5,000 pounds, or 2,267 kilograms. It didn't carry just bombs, it carried rockets, napalm, and a little extra thing. Now, since this thing carries way too many things, we're just going to focus on the main ones. The biggest bomb it has is a 2,000-pound Mark 84 bomb. But I found that the 750-pound M117 cone bomb was actually a little more reliable since it's a little easier to aim. The main rockets are the Zunis, which carry 6.8 kilograms of explosive mass, and are quite easy to aim as well. Not to mention that you get quite the amount to use too. The napalm carriers are both really the same thing. Just use the Mark 77, you carry 11 in them and you really only need 3 to take out a base. So that's 3.5 bases. It also carries 4 20mm M3 cannons, which have a nice rate of fire and are pretty easy to use, making it a good way to fight back if you get into a dogfight. There's one more ordnance that I want to talk about, and that's the porcelain throne. This thing actually has a story behind it. Duh. To celebrate the 6 millionth pound of dropped ordnance in Vietnam, Pilot Commander Clarence J. Bill Sotterdard saved a faulty toilet from being thrown overboard and retrofitted with a custom wooden tail, fins, and nose fuse, and a mounting rack so it could be put on the Skyraider. As well as a really cool paint job. Ground crews hid the toilet from the ship's captain and Airbus until takeoff, which then the bridge famously radioed,
"What the hell was on 572's right wing?"
The toilet was officially logged into the ordnance list over the radio as Operation Sandy Flush, and was promptly dropped over enemy territory and was remembered having a distinct whistling sound as it fell. In War Thunder, this thing is pretty much cosmetic, as it's nearly impossible to get a kill. But I'm not going to put myself through that. Now, let's talk about this beast's body. It carries one pilot, which can handle some Gs, but can't handle the -6 to 12 Gs the Skyraider can do. So, try not to get him killed, please. The Skyraider has a max speed of 365 miles per hour or 797 kilometers per hour, with a max altitude of 8,900 meters and a turn time of 23 seconds. It does this with its awesome Wright R-3350-26WD engine. That one right there. It has a total length of 11.7 meters, and a wingspan of 15.2 meters. And it comes with a base weight of 6.28 tons without fuel. This plane comes with a unique little thing on it. It's currently the only propeller-driven aircraft in-game that carries flares and chaff, which can be very good against early AA and pesky aims. Now that we've seen and heard what it's capable of, let's see how it performs in-game. Now, I know how War Thunder feels about CAS, but still, this aircraft is an incredible, and I mean incredible, CAS aircraft. The bombs and rockets it gets are so powerful that you will almost always take out more than one target. However, even though this plane has strong guns, it cannot fight out of a dogfight easily. Besides that, just try not to get hit. This aircraft is quite the fun ground pounder, and it's got a really cool story to it. I think it's one of the best cast planes to use in War Thunder overall. It's one of my favorite planes in the game. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think, and leave suggestions for the next one. Until next time.